Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations. Much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out, truth and sincerity. All right. Now, this lesson is going to be dealing with the fact that an EMT or something like an EMT, a cyber attack, anything like that, that takes us off the electrical grid, or stops the ability to use electricity for the people or for these cities, would be that event. That would be an event that would lead to a lot of judgment, and we've done videos on this in the past, dealing with the judgments that will ensue from that, the famines, the ambulance not being able to run, the police not being able to run efficiently. So these things can lead to absolute chaos and great judgment upon these people, and then they would have known that a prophet had been among them, because all these things that we've been preaching, over and over and over again, when that comes to pass, you already know the ones that have been listening or the ones that have heard, they're going to be thinking about the prophets. You see, so this is a beautiful thing. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, if I didn't say that before. So yeah, so it will be a very serious thing if that were to happen. If there were to be a EMT or something of that magnitude to really shake up these people, and recently you had an individual make a particular TikTok, which I don't know who this guy is, I don't know how credible he is, but he made a statement that, according to his sources, that within very shortly there will be an event like that that's getting ready to happen. And he said, don't think about 6 months. It's going to be before 6 months. That's what he said. It's going to be way before 6 months. So don't think about 6 months, 5 months down the line. He's talking about it in the near future. And then you had the South American leader. I forget the party he's part of, like EMF or something like that. But he's like a Pan-African of South Africa. And he said, and prepare for darkness in the next 2 weeks. Okay, and he said that about a month ago. So, could his timelines be off? Absolutely. You know what I mean? Could that be only for South Africa? Possibly. It could start in particular places, but at the end of the day, we know that something is coming worldwide. Okay, because these Edomites, all right, through the power of Satan, right, who's working for the Most High, is setting up a worldwide siege. Okay, a worldwide siege, meaning what? Meaning they're trying to close in the world, right? So that they have the control, and once they have the control, now they can mold the people to their will, guide the people to their will, which their ultimate will is what? Is to implement the mark of the beast, okay? The C-hip, the micro C-hip. That's the ultimate plan of these elites. And when the people are in great fear, and when they're destitute, when they can't find food, they can't feed themselves, they can't clothe themselves, they don't know what's next, that's the best position for the elites to have these people. And that's what they want to put these people in. So it's not going to be like the C-19 where they have to start propaganda and there's people that are still walking around confidently. I don't believe in that, right? Everyone is going to see the event, the major events that are coming. Everyone's going to see it and everyone's going to feel it. And they're going to know it's a real thing. Okay? That C-19, we keep telling you, that was nothing more than a test run. The real deal is getting ready to come. And even Klaus Schwab said that. Klaus Schwab said that in the event of a cyber attack, right? The the COVID-19 would pale in comparison. That's what he said, man. He said the C-19 would pale in comparison to something like a cyber attack where the electrical grid was affected, man. Because everything you do is run off of electricity in the society, man. To keep the food from going bad, right? Even your cars, right? Well, EMT will affect the cars, will affect anything, something like that, right? The cars be affected, the hospitals, right? Oh, they got a backup generator. Well, what happens when the generators don't work? You see what I'm saying? Right? There's gonna be a lot of people dying in the hospitals, dropping dead because you got people who are living off of ventilators, right? So if the ventilation system is not working, well, what's gonna happen to them? They're gonna lose oxygen and they're gonna die. And there's gonna be so much dead bodies in these different places that they're not gonna be able to take care of it, man. And dead bodies itself, the stench that gives off creates diseases in itself. So there's a lot of things that can fall based upon an event like that. A lot of things that can happen based upon an event like that. And it's not going to take a long time for these people to get desperate and to basically show the worst side of themselves. Especially these Edomites. You guys are going to see the true nature of these Edomites come out. Oh, you're going to see the true nature of these Edomites come out. No doubt. No doubt, no doubt. Okay? That old Christopher Columbus, that the cannibalism, that do anything to survive type of mentality, to take advantage of another person so you can get ahead. You're gonna see that true nature of these Edomites that without remorse. Okay, that's coming. That's coming. Okay, and the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua is with it. And he said that he's going to be with his men. He said that when the enemy shall come in like a flood, he shall lift up a standard. He's going to lift up a standard for the elect. Okay? He said, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. So that's the time when we shine. When everything collapses, that's the time when we shine, man. We shine when everything collapses, man. We don't shine when things are all good. Okay? We shine when everything collapses, man. And we're right there. We're right there. It's not a coincidence that these people are coming out and saying this. It's not a coincidence. Don't get too caught up in timelines either, right? That doesn't mean it's going to happen. Within 6 months. We don't know, okay? It could happen in 6 months, right? The Most High didn't give a exact time of when these things are going to happen, but we know we're close. We know we're around that time. We know these things are going to happen in our lifetime, the near future. You see? Based upon the signs. So, at the end of the day, don't get too caught up in timelines either, because you remember these guys said, what did they say? They said, oh yeah, that a particular time, all the nations are going to stop using the dollar at the same time, and I believe he gave a timeline, right? But don't get caught up in timelines. We know that these things are going to happen. We know that China is going to disassociate with the U.S. dollar and these other countries of the BRICS nation. We know that they're going to do that, and we know that it's going to mess up the U.S. economy, okay, which is going to affect the world economy. Okay, we know that. All right, so we don't have to worry about that. But the thing is, we just have to be watching and be sober. Okay. Scriptures say that we are not in darkness as others, man. Okay? Because we're watching. We're constantly watching to see what's going on. We got, if I don't get it, another brother will get it. If another brother don't get it, another brother will get it. An apostle will get it. An elder will get it. We're a body, and as a body, we're constantly watching. So yeah. So these things are close, man. These things are close. Okay? And a man change his countenance changes when he can't eat, man. Or when he can't feed his children, his countenance changes, man. You see, the man that was tender and delicate among you, his eyes shall be what? Evil toward his brother, man. Yeah. His eyes shall be evil towards his brother. So those people that they used to be, nice and all these things, their eyes are going to be very evil toward their brethren, man. You see? So we're coming to that time, man. We're coming to that time. And Lord's will, it does happen this summer. Okay? The sooner this thing happens, the sooner we could get out of this fucking place. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect, and I'll say shalom.